Okay, so we're testing different microphones. I have on my desk, I'll raise it up so you can see it in the camera. This is a Audio Technica AT 2020. I've had it for a while. These are about 60 bucks. And it's a really good mic. I mean, it picks up everything. It's nice and strong. And I had this this Neewer, okay? It's a Neewer NW-800, and it's a fancy looking thing. We'll leave that off. And this is $19, but it takes, you have to have a professional XLR cable. You have to buy a separate 48 volt power supply because this is a cardio condenser mic, albeit a very cheap one. This is 20 bucks. This is another 20 bucks, and then all the cables you need. It comes with one cable, but you need to buy another cable and the cable to hook it up, so you get your 48 volt power supply running. And we'll turn my mic off and turn this thing on, and you can see I'll do it while I'm talking here. I'm turning the one on the desk. Now this one's on. It's up all the way. That's as loud as it gets. If I get it really close, which you shouldn't have to talk this close to a mic, although some people do, and it's in the red and feeding back even. And I don't think it sounds as good. We're going to turn it off. Okay, the one on the desk is back on. Now I'm going to unplug this. I'm going to turn the fan and power supply off for a second. We're going to unplug this. And I brought up my my Rode NT1. Okay, this is this is made in Australia. It's a really good. This is my studio mic that I use to record in the studio. And you don't really want to hold this either. This needs to be in one of these style holders so it's not shaking around. But we'll be careful. And I'm going to plug this in. Now, I'm suspecting it might be the 48 volt power supply. I mean, I don't know, but I'm going to put this back at about the same level that my other one's on, and I'll show you here. See, I'm going to hold it right here where the level is, and we're going to turn our phantom supply back on, and we'll see what that sounds like. Check, 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 check. I don't know if it's going to be louder, but let's turn it off and turn this one on. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this is the Rode, and I can't monitor the sound, so I don't know what it's going to sound like, but I've used this to record albums with. It's my singing mic that hangs on a stand and has a screen in front of it, and this is probably one of the better mics I've ever had. So we're going to see the difference, how this sounds. You know how the other one sounded. I'm going to turn it off and turn my other one back on. Okay, this is one on the desk, the one I've always used. I'll turn it back off and carefully set this mic down. And we'll see what the difference is, I still think you're better off with the Audio Technica mic. But, yeah, there you go. Okay, so we've come to the realization that, although this Audio Technica is a very good mic, I'm not going to stop using it. We tested this $19 Neewer, with its equipment, and we tested my very expensive recording studio mic with the same equipment. They both sounded like crap. Okay, now I know for a fact that this microphone is 10 times stronger than this Audio Technica that you're listening to now, and this thing will pick up. You could whisper on the other side of a room 30 feet away, and this thing will pick it up. Okay, so which brings me to the conclusion that it's not so much this cheap microphone. It could be this 48 volt power supply. I mean, when I tested it downstairs, I ran it through the studio, through the mixing board phantom power, and it worked better. It could be these cables. I mean, one of these cables comes with it, and it's a cheap cable. I mean, this one that I plugged it into is a good cable. It could be that. It could be the fact that this thing has to plug into the 3.5 millimeter. We'll pull it out here. But this cable has to plug into this 3.5 millimeter jack on the microphone inlet of your PC, which is, you know, notoriously not good. I mean, it's got adjustments on it and stuff, but it's just trying to plug that back in. It's just not a good system, which, you know, so something either their cables, their power, maybe this power supply might be garbage, you know, or the cables are garbage, or the fact that it's plugging into the PC, you know, I don't know. But I have found that I can't use this system. You know, the whole thing started, I was going to hook up a lavalier mic so I could, you know, sit back like this without the sound going away like it does. And I'm able to do that in the studio downstairs, but I kind of like this. I kind of like this cave up here, you know. So we're going to keep playing around, you know. I might get this board, I might hook this board up and run it through there and run it through the sound card, which may make a difference, because I'm still not sure if it's that 3.5 millimeter jack that's inside that's going into the computer. That's just not a good way to plug a microphone in, unless you're just doing a Zoom call or something. But yeah, yeah, so far for my money, Audio Technica AT2020 USB is the best mic made. We can keep it out of the picture. You don't need a big ugly boom stand in your face, you know. This one would work if you wanted to, you know, put it on a boom stand. You'd have to put it this close to your face to get a decent sound out of it, and you will if you want to have it right here blocking everything. I don't like doing that, you know. I mean, you won't see that. You see that on webcasts all the time. These guys got their little house setups and they got this big old boom stand coming through here. You know, in a professional like a news studio or TV, you're not going to see the microphone. You don't want to see the microphone. You want to see the person talking to you. You know, not with some big like this thing right in front of their face. But you do what you got to do, you know. Anyways, we're going to keep, you know, working on mics and stuff. But that's a quick, you know, finish this, you know, chapter 2 of this Neewer mic nonsense. But, you know, and I found these in a house, you know, that I was cleaning out. I wouldn't buy this stuff, you know. I would not buy a $20 mic, but yeah. So my bet, for the same money, you know, you'll spend more trying to get this $20 mic working than you will if you just buy a good desk, you know. And this AT2020 Audio Technica comes with this stand. It comes with this little stand here. Everything comes with it, you know. Even the cable comes with it. So, and that's really the best way to do it. But yeah, any questions? Let me know.